that makes me want to transition into what it must have been like to play Shirley Chisholm and to think about who she is, because, again, like you were just saying, I feel like Shirley Chisholm set a standard and a bar that, she was so visible in a way where a lot of women after her were like, that was an influence on them. That was somebody that they needed to see there to know that they could be there as well. So I guess I wanted to talk to you about lessons learned from examining and playing Shirley Chisholm.
Yeah, I mean, it was really dope. Honestly, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was awesome, and it was like not even trying to be, whatever. It was really truly an honor. Um, it was the best thing that I got out of um, playing that role was understanding that I'm not alone in this fight of feeling like who I think I am and what is possible for me can be different from what the world think is possible for you. And that was what I got out of this woman who's running for president in 1972. She's not running for president, 2016. She's running in a time where she's standing right on the heels of the Civil Rights Voting Act, death of Martin Luther King, death of Malcolm X, Montgomery bus boycott, March on Selma, name it, she's in that space, right? And the fact that she's doing it, you realize she is a woman, she is a Black woman, she is Black in America. And whoever her idea of her own possibility and the definition of who she is different than what this country is. And therefore, what a might she must be made of, what a strength she has, what a heavy lift that must have been. That's what I think about. I think about the end of that day. I think about, how she was dressed and the wig, everything to be seen, the bold colors she's wearing, she's doing those things to be seen in a world that doesn't see her. It has to be that big. Otherwise you might look right over her.
Wow.
That's fantastic. And speaking of Black women who have been looked over, we actually had a little conversation about this when we were talking about, because you had just mentioned the Montgomery bus boycott, and we were talking about, you wanted to kind of talk about women who a lot of people didn't know were out there, and you had mentioned Joanne Robinson.
Yeah.
Yes. So can you tell us a little bit about Joanne Robinson?
Well, Joanne Robinson, was a part of a women's club in Montgomery, like a social club. And, what people think, I think a lot of times when people think of the Montgomery bus boycott, they often think of Martin Luther King coming in, and they think of course, Rosa Parks.
Yeah.
And I think people often think that it was the Montgomery bus boycott was something that was organized, started by all these historical Black male figures, when the truth of the matter is it was a group of women who started it. A group of Black women, more specifically, led by one Joanne Robinson. And I think I want everybody in the world to know her name, because it's critical because I think we look at this time now and we're seeing all these amazing voices from Black women, whether it's Opal, whether it's Black Lives Matter women, whether it's Tamika Mallory, we're hearing all these names, thinking that this is the first time that Black women have swept in and saved the day, when it's not. When it's not. It's been an erasure in history. There's an erasure that's happened.